described you as an alpha. So I want to get your thoughts. Would you agree with that assessment? What does that mean exactly?
I mean, I don't really know what you fully mean by alpha, but whatever Curry means, what? I mean, I think he means it. I don't really know. I don't know.
You know what alpha
Yeah.
leader.
Well, yeah, I like to think of myself
dominant in the pack.
I mean, I really like to think of myself as a leader. I like to try my best to carry myself as a leader, and that was one of the biggest goals I tried to make coming into the sophomore year was to make a jump as a leader. So, in that case, I would say yes.
Would imagine you've had some battles with Tyron Ingram Dawkins. Just what are the challenges of going up against him?
Yeah, Ty is just big and relentless. Like, he's one of the best players we have on our defense, and he's taken such a jump this year, and him getting back healthy is one of the best players on our defense, and I love going against him. And he's so competitive. Like, me and him go at it like every single day. And he's one of the twitchiest guys on our D, so I love going against him every day.
Yeah, speaking of guys you go against, what is it like going against Malachi Starks when he's lined up at star, when he comes down from safety in practice?
It's like the best competition you can get. I think he's one of the best cover guys in the nation. And so going against him every single day is just an opportunity to get better. And just like I said with TID, like me and Malachi go against each other every day. We're always talking, and it's just fun to go against. He's a guy who always brings the energy, and he's always a smile on his face, so it's just fun going against him all the time.
Lawson, what would you say, how would you evaluate how the tight ends have played to this point in the season, 5 games in, what you guys have been able to do and areas you guys need to improve going forward?
Yeah, I think that we would love a little more production from each other, just because, like, we're playing great effort, but, like, I mean, we're not frustrated, just the catches are going to come, and we know that. We just got to keep doing our job, going harder in practice, and that's one of the biggest improvements we've been talking about with Coach Hartley is we've just got to practice better. That's the biggest thing we've got to do. But I think we're in a really good spot.
There was a lot of chaos this past Saturday night, with the top 10 teams and all that. I just wonder, as a football player, when you get done with a game, you like to get home and watch like SportsCenter highlights and catch up on what happened during the day, or do you want to get as far away from football as you can at that point?
No, I like to catch up with the games for sure. Just watch, see what's going on around the country. I mean, I don't put too much thought into it, but I definitely love just sitting down and catching the game, watching some ball with my friends.
With obviously you're catching your share of balls. What about Oscar? What about Ben? Are they kind of chomping at the bit to get some catches? I know it's a team game, but Oscar's had some catches in past years.
Yeah, I mean, we're just taking it how it comes. Like, no one's frustrated, no one's jealous of the other. It's just like, that's just how it's aligned so far. No one's really upset about it. Like, we're all doing our jobs. Oscar's been blocking his tail off, same with Ben, and Ben's getting better every week. I mean, they're definitely ready to get some catches, but it's not like any frustration, I would say.
What do you think has kind of allowed you to step up and take a bigger role and have some explosive plays here in your second year?
I think I've just done a good job of building trust over fall camp and the summer and these recent practices, and thankfully Coach Bobo's starting to trust me a little bit more, and I just think that's starting to show. And I've gotten some good looks in the games, and the ball just came to me. I made the play at the right time.
We got to see a little bit more of Nate in that Auburn game. What's it like blocking for Nate and what he's capable of doing?
Yeah, Nate's just a super twitchy guy. Like, you never really know where he's going to hit it. Nate kind of sees the field a little different. He's just explosive. Like, he's just going to hit it where he thinks it. So you got to block. You always got to cover your man up with Nate because he's never going down. He's always going to make one extra cut. And he can take it whenever he can.
Just wonder if you could give a little bit of a defensive assessment of Mississippi State. What are you guys facing on Saturday?
Yeah, just a lot of guys that fly around. I mean, they got a bigger front, which we know we've been talking about. That's one of the biggest things that have been emphasized this week. Yeah, and that's about it.
Got another for Lawson? All right, Lawson, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Lawson.
Yeah, thank you.